Welcome back. We got a good one today. I just got home last night. We've been working a pretty good bit. So this evening, so I'm running up here where we deer hunt. We got a little piece of property up here. And go hunt in the shooting house that we just redid in my last video. And it's kind of unbelievable. I noticed some foiler tracks going in to where that shooting house is. And I didn't think nothing about it because people ride through this old dirt pit. People up here ride through it all the time. You know, kind of sucks, but ain't nothing I can really do about it. I don't own this property. So I walk in and the foiler tracks are going straight to my shooting house. And I also noticed trailer tracks behind the foiler. And sure enough, I get to where my shooting house is that we just repainted in the last video. It's gone. It is gone. It's got a brand new bog pod vice grip chair in it for my daughter. It's got my chair in it. And I am completely just mad, very mad. Because I'll say this, if you can steal from somebody, you know, I don't have a lot of things. What I have belongs to me. Most of it's old, wore out, except for this buggy. This is the newest, nicest thing I've ever owned. And for somebody to take something that I worked my ass off for, I think you are the most low-life person to ever walk this earth. And that's all I can say without being just really, really, really rude and mean and everything else. So for the sake of this video, I'm not gonna do that, but I'm actually riding around. I just went and checked my other two stands to make sure nothing was wrong with them, because the sheriff's department's here making a report and stuff. So I'm gonna ease back up here and I'll go show y'all where the shooting house used to be, I guess. So y'all stay tuned. I'll be back with you in a minute. So first thing I noticed, I don't know if y'all can really see it right here. We're going down this hill. There's some spin out marks right there. I said, alright, that's cool. Somebody's been in here riding in this dirt pit, as y'all can see. Goes into this big old dirt pit. Used to be a gravel company here. And I noticed the tracks going. It's like I said, people ride in here all the time. There's all the time people ride through here. I can't really stop them because I don't own the property, but for the most part, since we started hunting, we really had maybe one or two incidences where somebody's come in here. Everybody pretty much around here knows we're hunting in here. But as I got right up here, I'll show you in just a second. Right here, there's a set of trailer tire tracks. They're just wider than those buggy tracks up here. And I thought to myself, who would have brought a trailer in here? Like, and I followed them. They went over here, which first off, you can see right here, there's footprints everywhere. So these sorry jokers come in here and walked around and found my shooting house. There's footprints right there, look. They found my shooting house. And they drove right over here, which they went the wrong way, because this goes to another little patch that you can see. But I'll show you right here. They almost got stuck right there. And then they drove around here to this other patch, which you can see it from the shooting house. But there's footprints everywhere. So there was multiple people. But they drove in here, which this just goes to that grass patch. And I guess they figured out they couldn't get to that because there's about a 20-foot drop off between this grass patch and that grass patch. And I guess they drove up in here and realized they couldn't get in here because of this. See, over there's another grass patch. So the idiots backed up, went backwards, and instead of going back around and following the other trail to the shooting house, they drove right through here. See that tree's laid over? And went through there. Well, my phone went dead. But anyways, like I was saying, they drove through these woods. And I was wondering, see that tree right there, that little pine tree's laid over in the... I was wondering how that got there like that. Now I know, because that's where they drove through that to get over here to my shooting house. And there just so happens to be a road right there, which is the way they exited. You see? They come through right there. Bunch of idiots. But yeah, this is where my shooting house was that we repainted in that last video. It was sitting right there. Had a bog pond death grip chair in it for my daughter, and it had my good chair that I had my good chair that my wife bought, or my wife's mama bought me, which is my mother-in-law, that I dove hunt out of. I mean, and obviously there was multiple people, and it just so happens that I just rode my buggy down the road, stopped at a house before the sheriff's department got here. Guy come out, really nice guy, and I asked him if he maybe saw a buggy drive by, and he finished my sentence. He said, with a trailer and a shooting house on the back of it? I said, yeah. I said, did it look like this? And I showed him a picture of it. He said, yeah, that's it. He said, they come by yesterday in the middle of the day. He said it was 4 males on a side by side with a trailer behind it. So I called the sheriff's department. They come out. We went and looked at it. I showed them the tire tracks, all the footprints and everything. And she went and talked to the guy. And he told her everything. He was an awesome guy. But the problem I got is at the end of this road, going this way, is a different county. Less than half a mile, it's a different county. So she made the report. She's an awesome person. I've known her pretty much my whole life. And she's gonna make the report. She's gonna call the next county over and get some of them guys to look. Because I mean, honestly, if you steal a shooting house on a side by side, my opinion, you ain't going real far down the road. So what we're doing now fix to load this old girl up. We're gonna get in the truck and we fix to go ride and see if we can find my shooting house. Which I've been informed, if I find it, just call them. Because at this moment, if I could get my hands on whoever stole my shit, oh man, that's one thing I can't stand, is somebody to take something from me that I've worked hard for. And y'all literally just watched us in the other video repaint that shooting house. I sealed all the cracks up. I got the windows. I just had the windows cut out to put in it to seal it up, and now it's just gone. So we're gonna load up, or I'm gonna load up, and let's go look around, see what we can find. All right, so I'm riding around right now. I mean, surely, like I said earlier, they left on a side by side. They didn't go real far. But it's kind of hard to just pull up in somebody's driveway around here, because I don't really know none of these people. Like that one I just went to had a really big dog, and I like dogs, but I ain't finna get bit by nobody else's dog. But if I could just find somebody else like the guy I found a while ago that kind of knew, he's seen them, and he told me, you know, what they looked like, what they was driving, and I showed him a picture of my shooting house, and he's like, yeah, that's it. I'm gonna try to find somebody right through here I can stop and knock on their door, maybe. See if I can find somebody else that kind of saw them, which way they may have been going, so I can kind of get an idea of where it went. Well, we're fixing to have to call it quits because we're running out of daylight. I really don't want to be walking up to strangers' houses in the dark, but I've come down all these little roads and everything and knocked on doors, and there's only been one guy that saw them. But the problem is, like I said, once they pass his house, that's the county line, and then there's a stop sign and you can go left or right. So I don't really know which way to go, but I guess we're just gonna have to go home and hope that the sheriff's department and investigators and stuff can maybe locate them. So there's a vehicle right there. I'm gonna stop and see if they seen anything. All right, good morning, guys. So far nobody has seen nothing. Me and Just Mars riding around looking. I just got attacked by a miniature Australian Shepherd and ripped a freaking hole in my blue jeans, and she wouldn't get out of the truck. So pretty much lost a shooting house, 2 chairs, and now a good pair of blue jeans. But that little son of a gun was vicious. But we've knocked on about 10 doors this morning, and it's mainly a bunch of older people, and they've all said the same thing, that they don't hardly ever go outside, so they didn't see nothing. So I kind of feel like we're not gonna find it, and like I said earlier, or yesterday, we crossed the county line back here, and pretty much nothing they're gonna do about it unless I find it myself, I guess, and then call them. But I don't know, we'll see. Maybe we'll slip up on it here in a minute, find it somewhere, but we'll keep y'all posted. We're just gonna ride around and hopefully something turns up. I don't know. What's going on, guys? We're out here today even though our shooting house got stolen, a good buddy of mine has offered to let us come to his place, and we're gonna try to get Bristol a deer today. So we're all bundled up. We got our heater. Yeah, it ain't on yet, but we're gonna sit here, see if some deer come out. If they do, I'll try to get it all on video. But hopefully, Bristol's gonna get her first one. Like I said. We got one deer out there so far. And she's still sleeping. Well, we had a doe come out. And we was trying to get a shot on her. But she was facing straight towards us. She never would turn. So we waited, trying to get her to turn. And
finally she turned, but she got spooked by the cars and ran off.
yeah, something scared her, and she ran off. So
See, he told us that there's a 6 point heading our way.
yeah, so maybe that little 6 point will walk out. Maybe we can get a shot on it. Bristol's freaking. She smoked him. We thought she missed him. Because he's been standing out there for probably 15 minutes.
We just had to give him a second, and he went dead.
He just fell over. She was fixing to get ready to shoot again. And he just fell over.
I was like, what is wrong with him? Does he have, like, fleas or something? But I hit him somewhere.
Smoked him. Bristol, what do you think?
I think he's in range. Where'd I hit him? Is he on the other side?
You smoked him. Hold him up. Show us. Think about that.
I think it's incredible. Oh, his tongue's sticking out.
So this deer come out, guys, literally right there. We was way down, what was that, Zay? You said about 220?
225.
And she shot. I mean, it happened so fast I couldn't video it, but I think I was more nervous than she was.
Excited?
Yeah.
But thanks to Uncle Z, somebody stole our shooting house this week, took our chairs, and Uncle Z here.
Invited us to go to his place.
Yep.
Yeah. Look at that. First deer, huh?
This is our first. We're fixing to unload Bristol's deer. We're up here at the meat hook. This is Mr. Andrew.
There you go.
He's the owner. If y'all need your meat done anywhere in Jones County, Jasper,
Smith County,
Salisbury, anywhere, y'all call this dude. Look him up. It's the meat hook. We're gonna get this deer unloaded. Bristol's first deer, first buck. And we appreciate y'all for watching. Even though they stole our shooting house this week, we still went out, still had a good time, and got Bristol our first deer. So y'all have a good one. We'll catch you on the next.